Chapter 6. Bursting Bubbles. As you rush towards the front entrance of the Dean's home, you spot Samira standing outside the door, and launch into your apology. I am so sorry. I was up late doing my film assignment and completely forgot what day it was. Seriously, Anissa, you're literally never late. A look of realization crosses her face, and as you watch her eyebrows shoot up, you already know what's coming. Or is doing my film assignment code for banging the life out of a 6'2" god that lives in my suite? I'll admit we hung out, but we were only at the bar for a short while. I dragged Drew back to do our assignment, and we spent the night editing. But that's not important. Come on, we have a luncheon to get to. You head past her, reaching for the doorknob to let yourself into the luncheon when she grabs your hand. As your best friend, it's my duty to tell you to air out before you go in there. You absolutely reek of beer. This isn't exactly surprising, considering there's a video going around of you two pounding them back like your life depends on it. That was a game from bar last night. Look, I'm just gonna be honest here. This doesn't seem like you. And as much as I love this whole outfit, it doesn't exactly say, "Hey, will the alums fund my scholarship for the next 2 years?" Should I be worried? Because I feel like I should be worried. I just got a little carried away, but I'll rein it in, I promise. Nothing is more important than being here at school with you. To prove it, you take off your jacket and give it a good shake, forcing the smell of stale beer out of the denim. She rolls her eyes. Yes, that's what gets the smell out of things. I hope you're right, or this will be another thing that I have to do with my roomie instead of you. Navaya literally never leaves my side. Well, maybe she's lonely and needs a friend. I can't really blame her for wanting that to be you. You're the best there is. Oh, it's sweet. Inside, students have already descended on the alumni and boosters, each giving their best sales pitch for why their scholarship should be funded. Hello, fear of public speaking, my old friend. Oh no, today we conquer. Now, we can chat up the dean, wax nostalgia with the alum, looking at the campus, or smooze the boosters. The booster, Dean, the alum, he looks really happy. Let's try the booster. As you two head over, you steel your nerves and plant a smile on your face. It's shape up to be one hell of a season, sir. Oh, you can say that again. What a sport do you play? I'm always happy to keep an eye out for future stars. Oh no, I don't play. We're academics first. Any time playing the beautiful game is earned by time in the classroom, which is why it's a shame our funding... As Samira dives deeper into the conversation, you fade into the background, your old wallflower persona enveloping you. So much for today we conquer. At your hip, your phone buzzes, and you can't help the thrill that fills you when you read Drew's name on the screen. Foam party is lit. Where are you? Asking for a friend, of course. If you miss me, you can just say so. We can add it to the secret vault. Baby bird, if I put every second or secret thought I had about you in that vault, it would never close. Now, put me out of my misery and tell me you're coming, or are you gonna make me beg? Before you can respond, Samira reappears at your side, startling out of your thoughts. Okay, that didn't go as planned, but we've got a room full of deep pockets for you to practice on and all the time in the world. Actually, I think I'm gonna go. Go, Anissa. We just got here and these people's money can make or break our futures. We can't just leave. Why not? Drew invited me to a sorority foam party, and I'm tired of thinking about the future. Shouldn't we enjoy ourselves a little? And this is how she fails college. Right here. Enjoy yourselves, sure, but this sounds like a bad idea. What kind of RA invites his resident to an illegal foam party anyway? Just come with me and meet him before you jump to conclusions, please. Okay, but let the record show I don't like this. If I see something I don't like, you're gonna hear about it. So, same as always, got it. Now, let's go, or it'll be over before we even get there. You lead Samira through the Greek row and follow the sounds of thumping music into the packed sorority house. Did you see what was in the backyard? They made a water slide. What I can't believe is that anyone would ever ride that death trap. Part of it's coming out of someone's bedroom. Don't worry, they pumped in extra foam and all the really dangerous parts for extra cushioning. Just hearing his voice makes your stomach flip and you turn to find Drew behind you. Too bad, I was hoping they'd use your overinflated ego. Maybe bring it back down to size. Back? Who are you kidding? I've never been normal. For a moment, your eyes meet as his lips curl into a smirk that sparks a familiar warmth in your belly. Then Samira clears her throat. Hi, I'm Samira, the best friend. I'm assuming you're the RA roommate. Guilty as charged, but try not to hold it against me. I do very little RAing when I can get away with it. It seems like you get away with a lot. Band parties, drinking in dorms, none of which is actually Nisa's style. Samira, what are you doing? We're here to have a good time, not conduct an interview. I just want to know why he's inviting you into so many sketchy situations. Drew, what are your intentions with her? I don't mind answering a few questions as long as I'm not the only one bearing my soul. He glances meaningfully out the window towards where the partiers in swimsuits wrestle flirtatiously in the foam-filled pool. You two play with me and Dutch in a game of chicken. For every point you score, I'll answer any questions Samir throws at me. His eyes slide to you slowly, and he takes a step closer, towering over you and sending your heart into breakneck speeds. But if we score, baby bird, here we'll have to answer one of mine. Deal? But we don't even have swimsuits. Neither do we, and it's not a problem. Yeah, it's called underwear. Ambling up, Dutch throws a heavy arm around your neck. Drew strips out of his clothing as well, eyes holding yours. So you in? I just want each and every one of you to know I love you, and I could right now be playing Diablo 4, but instead I'm doing this. Let's go. You follow Drew and Dutch outside to the pool, taking in the bubble wonderland. This is incredible. It's even better from the inside of the pool. You coming? In response, you pull your top over your head, thrusting your chest out a little more than necessary. Locking eyes with Drew, you shimmy your bottoms down your thigh inch by inch until they're nothing more than a puddle at your feet. Ready when you are. Not ready. Behind you, Samira shyly presses her dress to her chest to cover herself. What the hell are you doing showing off for him like that? That's not you! Samira, relax. As you ease the dress out of her arms, a wolf whistle sounds over the music and you shoot her a grin. For a couple of college babes, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the attention that brings. Attention like that? Sure enough, when you look where she's nodding, Drew's eyes are trained on you, wandering the curves your rule forbids him from touching. Having the power to make him look at you with such open want sends a thrill through you, and you're flooded with confidence. What's the saying? If you've got it, flaunt it. Am I the only one wondering how many girls Drew has flaunted it for him? That's the point. You wave off her question and slip into the pool, gesturing for a reluctant Samir to join you, Drew and Dutch at the deep end. Word of warning, I'm a certified tank, so you're gonna have to bring in if you want to take me down. Samira's got thighs like tree trunks, so I think you've met your match. What about you? Drew floats just behind you, just close enough to feel the ripples from his body, but not close enough to break the rule. You paddle around to face him and wind up nearly chest to chest, his eyes flicker down to your lips. Think you're my match? Only one way to find out. As he shoots you a smirk, Samira clears her throat. So, how do we play? It's easy. Each team will have to have a base and a top. The tops will sit on the base's shoulders while the bases hold them steady. Whoever falls out first loses. Anything's fair game. You climb up onto Samira's shoulders opposite Drew, and as soon as the game starts, Samira charges forward, shouting orders. Anissa, let me know when you've got a good grip on Drew. Then hold on tight. I'll run as fast as I can. Got it. But the second you get close, Drew hooks his thumb into the waistband of his boxers, pulling them down just far enough to tease. Flashback. Heart racing, you give a hasty look around, then quickly flip up your bra, surprising even yourself as you expose yourself to an open-mouthed Drew. What's the matter? Didn't think Baby Bird had it in her? I'm seeing a brand new side of you in more ways than one, but I do have a question. While Dutch and Samira battle it out below you, Drew leans over to whisper in your ear, "Should I assume the water's cold, or that they're just happy to see me?" Huh? In your shock, you lose your balance and tumble into the water below. When you resurface, Samira looks at you wide-eyed. I almost had him. What happened? I guess I got distracted. Yeah. Your gaze flips to Drew, subtly readjusting his clothing, and Samira sighs. Next time, focus. And fix your bra. I can see London and France. I get it now. Oh. Okay. I get it. Okay. It's actually the first time I've ever heard it put that way, and now I get it. After a quick adjustment, you climb back up and stare down at your opponent. Rules are rules. You have a question for me? I sure do. Tell me about your most erotic fantasy. Absolutely not. That's private. Samira, it's fine. It's just a game. Under his gaze, you squirm at the thoughts of giving a voice to your most personal thoughts. My fantasy is a three-way, with innocent parties who shall remain nameless. Innocent, huh? Guess that takes me out of the running. Well, if you're volunteering, you can barely believe the words coming out of your mouth, but there's something about the way Drew looks at you that makes you feel fearless. I gotta know why. A thrill flutters through your chest at the obvious interest, and it gives you just enough courage to be honest with him and yourself. Because I want to know what it feels like to be kissed, tasted, touched, and truly pleased all at once. I think we can all call that one asked and answered. Dutch clasps his booming hands together. Who's ready for the next round? I was born ready, but you might have an easier time if we suspend your no-touch rule, baby bird. A lot of things to flash me already. I was just getting good. Glad you liked the view. I'm sure you did as well, but he did bounce back fairly quick. In a rare, bold move, you break eye contact to let your eyes roam his body. Blood rushes through your veins at a breakneck speed. Everything in this game is breakneck speed. I'm serious. Get a new, catchword. I did. And I was looking forward to more. Don't worry, if you want a sneak peek, all you have to do is beg. Don't you mean ask? Isn't that what I said? Technically, they are one and the same. Just begging means a little bit more. Down below, Samira surges forward and sweeps Dutch's leg, sending both Drew and Dutch splashing down to the pool. Samira carrying this team. Yes! I know exactly what I want to ask. Let me guess, banking info, social security, fingerprints. I want to know why you became an RA in the first place. You obviously don't care about the job, so why apply? Did you just want the room to yourself or something? The stipend? Actually, my parents wanted me to do it. You, of all people, listen to your parents. More or less. Now, I think I've got one more round left in me. Are you two ready? Bring it. Wow, only 3 rounds. Samir and Dutch circle each other before charging, and with no holds barred, you lunge for Drew the second he comes within reach. My legs around his waist for the back of his neck. Your fingers slip into the wet hair curling at the nape of his neck, bringing the two of you nearly face to face. You know, since we've been suspending the rule, you could show me what a real kiss with Drew Young is like. Trying to distract me by playing dirty. Maybe, or maybe I just really want you to kiss me. What the hell? We're throwing the rules just right out the window. Drew hesitates, his eye slipping down to your lips. Just as Samira gives Dutch a good shove, Drew slips from Dutch's shoulders and splashes down to the pool. Before Drew's even resurfaced properly, Samira meets him with a question. What'd you do if Anissa got caught with you at an illegal party? I wouldn't let that happen. Because you'd be there to get her out of it? Or because your ego's too far big for your consequences to register in your world? I'm saying Baby Bird is safe with me. How can that be a bad thing? Because words matter, Drew. Just because you say something doesn't make it true. Okay, Samira, a word? Quickly, you link arms with her and drag her towards the edge of the pool. I know what you're gonna say, but Drew doesn't take anything seriously, Anissa, not my questions. They were just a silly game questions. Are you sure about that? Not his job and not you. All those questions, calling you baby bird, does he even know your name? I know you're looking out for me, but I promise everything is fine. Trust me. Everything good over here? You approach us cautiously and you look over to Samira, who sighs. Yeah, just wondering if we can do something a little more my speed. Immediately, Drew brightens, flushing Samira's megawatt smile. Sure, alpha girls always have a killer DJ. Why don't we get dressed and see what's playing? You pull yourself out of the pool, slipping your clothing over your wet underwear, and together the three of you make your way inside. As the music changes Drew's hands, you find your hip, and he motions to the center of the room. There's no better place to practice managing the chaos around you than on the dance floor. Drew, I don't know about dancing. Anissa doesn't like being the center of attention. Samira regards Drew with crossed arms and a steep frown, but Drew just tightens his grip on you with a laugh. I think we know two different people then. And without a backward glance, he glides you away from Samira and then onto the dance floor, his palms steady and sure on your hip. Consider this as your party training ground and me your coach. I'm going to personally show you how to be confident at the heart of a crowd. I'm going to need you to guide me. You've been such a good teacher so far, but I could still use some help. I wasn't about to leave you hanging. You reach the center of the floor and his hands brush against your sides as he turns you to face him. Tingles erupt through you as his grip tightens on your hips and he starts to guide you side to side as he sways sensually. Don't think too hard, just feel the music flow in time with me. You close your eyes, narrowing your focus down to the beat. As you sway your hips, Drew's lips find your ear. That's it. Your eyes fly open, stomach flipping at his cocky smile. That's when you notice several onlookers glancing your way. Maybe Samira was right. Drew pulls you in closer, your chest touching, the warmth of his breath against your lips making your head fog. I can see you thinking, stop it. I don't know how. Yeah, no, me and her both, yeah. Pretend no one is here, just feel me. That still doesn't shut off your brain. Seriously, my brain won't shut the hell up. I'm serious. I don't know how many nights I lose sleep. She's about to say him. You're about to protest again when his hand slides to your lower back, pulling you tighter to him as he sways his hips. Oh. At once, you're all heat and physical sensation, acutely aware of the lack of space between the two of you, and you need him so much more. Press my back against him, press forward. You loop your arms around him, angling your face into his neck, feeling the warmth of his skin against your lips. Your heart hammers frantically, needily, and as you breathe in his cologne, feeling your want for him only grow. Drew. That's it. You've never really seen the appeal of losing yourself in the music, but Drew taking up your every sense, you finally understand it. The world is only big enough for the two of you. No one else is in the room. It's just you, Drew, and the music. Anissa, what are you doing? And the sound of Samira's panicked voice. You come back to reality only to find her pushing through the crowd towards you. Weren't you the one who said RAs were off limits? Literally everyone's filming you. You can chill, you know. You're the only one making a scene. Samira looks around and notices their phones raised and aimed at you, her, and Drew. Samira, everything's fine. I don't need you to come to my rescue. Nobody here knows I'm his resident, so there's nothing to rescue me from. Samira, I brought you here so people I spend the most time with could meet, not so you can embarrass me. And I thought I was coming to hang out with my best friend, not some totally different person. Before you can respond, the music shifts and a bubbly voice calls out from over the crowd. Hey everyone! Our suits versus skins water gun fight is about to start, so if you're ready to get soaked, gather round! You join the crowd heading outside. All around people start stripping off layers, some of them scooping up bubbles from the pool. Alright, Dutchmeister, this is what we've trained for. What the hell is happening and why does it involve seeing Dutch's bare ass? Glad you asked! For anyone who doesn't know, members of the Skins team will cover themselves in foam, and only foam. It's up to the Suits team to hose those bad boys down with ease. A portal gun? It's literally a portal gun. I'm serious. If you guys remember way back in the summer, you know, who remembers that shit? Also Hero. You know, the things that Pixelberry ended way too soon, in my opinion. James a Dutchin squeezes the trigger, washing away the bubbles. He just meticulously applied. Slow your roll, we haven't even started yet. And if you're on the Suds team, your goal is to splatter the suits with paint in these water guns. Ah, that's a new one. I don't think we've seen that one before. So tell me, friends, will you be getting painted or getting naked? Definitely painted. As Samira steps forward and claims a water gun, you notice Drew's slipping out of the blast of his clothing. Drew, are you seriously about to do this? I'm sure I've told you before, our parties aren't for the faint of heart. Taking the risk is always more fun. The shrug, he tosses his underwear at your feet and steps into the mountain of foam. So, you in for a little risk, baby bird? I think someone secretly at Pixelberry is a fan of Markiplier as well, and they're like, listen, if we could get this legally in our game, it'd be fine. Just saying. You take a deep breath in, shoulder out of your clothing, letting them fall heavily to the ground. Quickly, you step into the Tower of Bubbles, even though we weren't really given a choice. I'm gonna spray some suits. As you grab a paint gun and give a couple test pumps, you know to catch Drew's gaze wandering your frame. It's official, you could wear a brown paper bag and still give all of campus something to be jealous of. I thought you were supposed to be keeping your eyes on the opposite team. Good point. Who's our first target? As one, you and Drew turn to Samira and pull the trigger, soaking her in paint. Hey, 2-on-1's no fair! As she retreats, Drew ambles over to your side, and you can't help the way your eyes wander to the barely opaque bubbles covering him. You got your eyes on the next target, or are you too busy thinking about friendly fire? What? No, I'm definitely thinking about our next target. Frat bros, sorority president. Frat bros. Good call. Those guys only handle online weapons. They're the perfect candidates for Paint Storm. Good. Then let's bring it. View 6 million. Bubble counter? What? You crouch low to get closer, popping bubbles of your own along the way, before lunging out in front of the frat bros. Surprise attack! Dude, where's my gun? Revive! Revive! Is this what they think of video gamers? Is this really a thing? Is this... okay. As quick... Wow. As quickly as you came, you scurry off, giggity, laughing hysterically. Did you see the guy's face when I sprayed his mouth? He's gonna be tasting purple for weeks. I mean, that shot was fine, but it's not the best you've got, is it? Fine, let's see you do better. Alright, gladly. Drew nonchalantly aims his water gun over his shoulder and fires, spraying colored paint over the side of a passing Inez's face. Get back here, asshole! Whooping, Drew grabs your wrist, running with you to the shelter behind the pool house. As he pants for breath, you admire his grin. Don't be so cocky, you're supposed to paint the suits. You just got her in the face. What? Think you've got better than a headshot? As Drew asks, he turns on you, lifting an arm to rest on the pool's house wall beside your head with a cheeky grin, vividly aware that it's only a flimsy blare of bubbles between you. You raise your gun and press the barrel to his chest. I win. Your heart leaps as his hand covers yours, holding your paint gun in place. Not even close. You want me? Come get me. He pushes your gun away and starts running, checking over his shoulder to laugh at your stunned expression. Oh, it's on. I should shoot his ass chest. Ass. Why not? He is an ass. Might as well shoot him in it. You aim true, washing away the field of bubbles and revealing the firm lobes beneath. Nice ass. You haven't seen anything yet. Pretty sure we've seen it all. You chase Drew through the backyard and into the house, spraying away bubbles all the while. Finally, you corner him in the bedroom. Any last words? Yeah, you didn't think I wouldn't shoot back, did you? The spray hits your chest, sending foam tickling its way between your breasts and down your stomach. Cold. Your nipples pebble underneath the foam as Drew's gaze trails down your bare stomach before stopping at the patch of bubbles at your hips. His gaze returns to yours with a smirk, and before you know what's happening, he steps forward right into the path of your pain gun. We're on the same team, baby bird. We shouldn't be shooting each other at all, unless you have an ulterior motive. You're not exactly innocent yourself. True. At this, he steps even closer, gripping the barrel of your weapon before aiming it at a single cluster of bubbles just between his legs. As he lowers his voice to a whisper, shivers run down your back. But I do have ulterior motives. So shoot me, I dare you. You could see all of him with a squeeze of a trigger. The thoughts dampened your thighs and causes a stir in your belly. I should not pull the trigger. A rush of warmth washes over you as you realize what you were about to do, and you start to release the weapon. But before you can, a scream comes from deep in the foam. RAs! RAs? Breaking up the party. We've got to get out of here now. You rush downstairs, and in the chaos you lose track of everything and everyone as figures burst through the foam on all sides. Alright, party's over. There's a conduct hearing with your name on it. Wait! As security swarms on the party as a flashlight beam swings your way, held by... Come out, wherever you are. I'd mind Drew, find cover. Quickly, you lower yourself into the suds, letting the beam sweep over your head. That was way too close. Anissa, let's go. Drew grabs your hand, and then together you burst out of the foam and sprint for the exit. Stop right there! But, without catching Edwin's eye in a flash, he's behind you, huffing and puffing as he races down Greek Row on your heels. And I catch you too. You'll be punished to the fullest extent of the Student Conduct Code. We can't go back to the dorms. Will just follow us. We need someplace he can't go. Relax, baby bird. I got this covered. You'll look over stunned to see Drew actually enjoying himself. He catches your eye, shooting you a carefree grin. How about a little more running, a little less oogling me? Crisp autumn winds blow both of your bubbles away in a steady stream, and you match his carefree grin as you take a pointed look. I can multitask. Drew takes off for a football stadium, pulling you inside, and behind an empty concession stand, the crowd roars just through the doors. We can race right across the field to shake Edwin for good. You with me? I'm sorry, you want to what? We're naked, and the football games are televised nationally. Would you rather be naked on TV or in Townsend's conduct office? Besides, we're making a name for you, aren't we? I'm sorry, this is a diamond choice? Nani? Can't wait for your parents to call you up and be like, what the hell? Seriously. But there's no way they're gonna see both sets of my cheeks. Come on. You lead Drew into a nearby storage closet and quickly rifle through the equipment. We need something to cover our faces, otherwise we won't be able to deny it was us. Considering how quickly I'm losing foam here, I don't think our faces are going to be what people care about. At his mentioning, your eyes dip to the scrapes of foam dripping dangerously down his chest and abs. The suds at his hips leave little to the imagination, and you slowly suck in a breath as you take in the solid girth of... Ahem! Your eyes snap up to meet Drew's, and it's only then you realize you were staring. You're right, I completely forgot you had a face. Cute, but for the record, your bubbles aren't doing much better. Drew's eyes lazily wander down your frame, your skin warms all over at the lust in his eyes. Focus on the task at hand, please. You're right, we need to focus on getting out of here. You turn your back to Drew, pretending to glance at the shells as you subtly crush your thighs together. But, no matter how hard you try, you cannot will your mind to stop and imagine your tongue lapping at the last of his bubbles. Hold on, I think I just might have the thing. In a matter of moments, he utters a hefty kayak, and quickly you grab your end. This is what you're running across the field with. A giant heavy kayak to cover your faces. You're an idiot. Couldn't have put on a football helmet, a mask, the wrestler's padded helmet right there would work perfectly. No, let's carry a kayak. Now we just have to hope we don't crash into anything. No, we've got a battering ram. Everyone else needs to make sure they don't crash into us. The two of you burst onto the field just as the ball is being snapped. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in a while, Brian. Blue 29! Blue 29! Set! Sorry, excuse us, coming through. What the hell? The team mistakes his words, and suddenly the play begins, thrusting you and Drew into the center of chaos. All around you, football players, confused about the play, run in opposite directions, crashing into each other. I said blue 29! This is like a weird magenta! And you. Watch it. Drew drops his hand, grabbing you out of the way as a lineman tackles your kayak, snapping it in half at the middle. Oof. I gotcha. Oh my god, they're naked! Drew throws his hands up as more and more people begin to notice the two of you playing up to the crowd. Is this really necessary? Hey, it's not every day you get a flash of football stadium. I'm here to make the most of it. Making the most of it doesn't have to include egging them on. Doesn't it? Listen closely, in between the confused chatter and the annoyed yells from the players, your crowd is cheering in for you. That's clearly Drew, but who's he with? Go wild, girl! Join in. I guess if a film career never takes off, I've got my applause one way or another. Hey, you can start an OF. You throw your arms up in the air as you run, basking in the rising cheers, and Drew joins you at your side. You can get your applause for being talented anytime. Applause for being hot has a much shorter shelf life. I say we enjoy it. Drew takes your hand, and together you step up onto the player's bench to take a bow, giving the cameras a shot of your backsides. Stop right there! I'd strongly suggest we do not do that. You don't have to tell me twice. Let's go. As the security officer chases after you both, more and more fans give up on the game and focus on you. He's on your left! Fake right! Fake right! Here goes nothing. You jerk right before slamming to a halt and letting the officer fly right by you, carried by his own momentum. Yeah, that was my play! She did my play! Looks like you've earned yourself a fan. I think we both have. Crashers! 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 As the crowd chants for you, the announcer's voice booms over the mic. The field invaders have cleared the security at the 50-yard line, but can they break through the VCSU offense? You look ahead to see the game is still going. At the line of scrimmage, the entire football team is gathered, poised to throw the ball. They've got holes that should take us right through, or we can go around them, following you either way. Well, then it's time to bring it home. Let's go through. You grab Drew's hand as the two of you sprint side by side, running through the holes in the formation. Let's go VCSU! Oh, we need you guys at the snaps! This is the most hype the crowd's been all season! The players cheer you on, offering their hands for high fives, and you can't help but laugh as you receive their praise. What did I tell you? No one's ever gonna forget we do this. Including the dean! Least of all me. The sound of the crowd is enough to cover the faint pop, pop, pop of dissolving bubbles, but as the breeze picks up, you can't help feel exposed. A quick glance over at Drew confirms your suspicions, and you suck in a short breath as even more of the foam melts away. Eyes on the prize, baby bird. I mean, that probably is the prize to her. Oh, something tells me tonight everybody's a winner. Giggity. Still, you glance back to see Edwin in the distance. On the football, flying in your direction. I got it. Really? Your outstretched fingers grip the leather, and you hold the ball high as you sail into the end zone to the cheers of thousands. I did it! I'm super proud of you, Walter Payton, but the guys in uniforms over there, not so much. You chance a glance that way he's looking and see the campus security guard from your earlier staring straight at you. Oh, totally hear you on that one. Let's get out of here. You break into the home team entrance tunnel, but Drew doesn't stop in the locker room. Too obvious, this way. He leads you down the empty corridor and then pulls you into a random storage closet. As the adrenaline catches up to you and you try not to laugh, your eyes adjust to the darkness and you see a faint smile on his lips. You can't hide forever! Edwin's voice approaches and then fades, leaving just the sound of you and Drew's labored breathing. In the limited space, his naked body presses firmly against yours. Instead of cool bubbles, all you feel is searing heat where you meet. I think the foam is just about gone now. That's just an observation, or is that what you're hoping for? Why would I be hoping for it? Your voice is a whisper, your thoughts drawn south to his hard and lang hot against you, drawing all of your attention. When are you gonna stop playing the good girl and just be honest about what you want? Your heart beats hard, loud enough to drown out everything but you and Drew. In the darkness, his words hang heavily. With your center throbbing, moisture gathering, you stretch to your tiptoes, bringing his face closer to yours. I want you to follow your own advice. Clearly, I'm not the one with once. The only one with once here. So why don't you put your money where your mouth is? How about I put my mouth where yours is instead? His hands find the nape of your neck, angling your head towards him, crashing his lips into yours. A soft noise escapes you, part sigh, part moan. Drew. This is really stupid. We get to keep hearing the heart. Well, anyway, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below, links to social media, Discord, feelings to support me and my content. Be greatly appreciated. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Was this a good one? Was this a bad one? What are your thoughts? Personally, me, I think this is stupid. You are endangering your future. I'm serious, you're endangering your future for a hookup. It's stupid to me. You would think that the heart would stop beating. Anyway, you're endangering your future for what, a hookup? For something that every girl on campus is getting? No offense, but is it really worth it? To me, the answer is no. You know, if I would have hooked up with a 10 when I was in college, you know, versus risking like college, like what amount of my choice has been? Oh, well, I'll never have a 10 ever in my entire life because I can clearly see the future. Or I am literally risking my college. Like the sponsorships, like college, everything. This just I don't know. Let me know, right? I just, this doesn't seem like a realistic expectation. I feel like everything's being detached here. You're literally slapping your best friend in the face for her looking out for you. Like, I just, up until now, up until this chapter, it was okay. This is just not any logical sense whatsoever, but yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Peace out.